Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be sharing some tips on how to upgrade your terrain to Unity's universal render pipeline. I'm using Unity 2019.3 and I'm going to be showing you some of the difficulties you might have to face when trying to upgrade your existing terrains into the universal pipeline. So this is the scene I prepared. It's got some terrain with trees and some details. And first of all, I'm going to switch to the universal render pipeline now. I will add a link on how to do that into the video description. Here we face the problems. First of all, you see everything's still pink, although we upgraded our materials. So what can we do? First of all, let's get the terrain colors back. You will see in the terrain settings, there's an option called material, and it has some default terrain material, and this doesn't seem to upgrade to URP, just like all the other default materials. So instead you create your own material, just call it terrain or something. Now, always choose universal render pipeline shaders. In this case we just use terrain lit, that's the only option we have. And we don't have any options for this, of course, because it's just the material for the terrain. It won't describe the layers we already painted. And as you can see, after a short while we get all of our colors back, because we now use a URP material. Now let's take a look at the trees. They're still pink, except for the billboards. They are still rendered correctly, but we have to fix that. So let's edit our tree. Just choose the prefab. And we'll notice that it has two materials, bark and these leaves. They were not upgraded to the universal render pipeline. So just choose speed tree 8. And it should, well, give you the desired graphics now. We also have to change the leaves now. You can just use speed tree 8 for both leaves and bark, which is quite nice. However, when you now go back into your scene, the trees are still pink. That's because you still have to hit refresh right here. And now we're back in the scene with the trees rendering almost correctly, but you'll notice that they're not really shading correctly. They're quite black from some sides, which is okay if you don't really care too much about your trees. But it doesn't really work too well because it just looks ugly, I guess. Speed tree might help here because the shader is made for speed tree, but speed tree isn't free and a lot of people don't have it or don't want to spend those $40. So instead, you might want to create trees in Blender using the sapling add-on, which I did to create this tree right here. You see it's a different tree from the ones I placed here, but it still works quite well, I think. You just got two objects, one for the bark, that's the one you can apply your bark material to. Just remember, don't use the speed tree shader this time. I'll just duplicate it and use a different shader. Maybe simple lit will do the job. I'll just have to reassign the base map and play around with some values there. Assign the material now, and it should render without any weird black spots. Same for the leaves. In this case, I think we can just color the leaves with the material I made. Yeah, I just chose some dead leaves. And here we go. You can just use the lit shader or whatever universal render pipeline shader you use. It should work perfectly fine. Just don't use the speed tree one. Now, in order to create a prefab from our beautiful Blender tree, we create an empty game object, drag it in there, Now create an LOD group in here. Delete the unnecessary levels of detail and just put your renderers for bark and leaves in here. This way we've got an LOD group in the top of our hierarchy for the tree. Now we've got this prefab and we can place the tree on the terrain. Just add a tree. This way we've got a tree to paint on the terrain. And you'll notice, yeah, it doesn't get placed correctly. Now to fix the prefab, we should just 0, 0, 0 all the way for the position. And for the rotation, mind that it should stay at -90 because we're using Blender exports, which make everything rotated on the x-axis. Now, if we try to paint created tree prefab again, it works just perfectly fine. And that's it. You can see that the speed tree shader also has a billboarding problem. And if you want to billboard the custom tree you made, then it's probably a good choice to make a billboard yourself. You can simply add a low poly version as a new LOD group or even a billboard, and it'll work just fine. Now for the detail meshes, you can see that they upgraded quite well. For this detail mesh, I had the default material in place before, but now of course that wasn't upgraded to URP, so just choose any URP material or create a new one, whatever, and save. And don't forget to hit refresh. And everything should be fine. Now, these torches I placed here are actually trees. Why, you would ask? That's because I wanted LOD group to feature multiple meshes, and that is not possible with detail meshes. Detail meshes always have to be placed at the top of the hierarchy with just one mesh and nothing else. So as far as I know, you are neither allowed to use colliders nor multiple materials. If you want to have some LOD for like low and high poly versions of trees or like these torches I placed, just use trees for that because they feature LOD groups very well. I'll just show you the prefab I made for that. So it consists of an empty object with the LOD group on it, and we've got the torch that is like the more detailed type. I'll just apply a new material to it as well. That's the same as with the detail meshes. And then I've got a low poly object, which is just a cube to save some performance. And that'll work just fine as a tree. Adjust height and width correctly when you place them and you should be just fine. Like, that's not supposed to happen. But like this, you still get quite nice results. And when you zoom out now, you'll see they'll get replaced with cubes. So I hope I could help you with upgrading your terrain to URP. Remember to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching and goodbye.